Hello everyone, we're here tonight at the Commonwealth Sundowners and I'm here with the sponsor, Mr. Paul Gambles, the founder and the managing director of the MBMG group. Paul, I attended your pre-briefing just prior to Sundowners tonight. It was great, I learned a lot. It scared me a little because you mentioned something about CRS which I hadn't heard before and I wasn't really clear on it.
I think most people in the room weren't, to be fair, Brendan. So CRS stands for Common Reporting Standards. This is it's an initiative by the OECD, Organisation for Economic Community and Development, and it's basically something that was introduced first a couple of years ago. The first 50 or so countries started this last year. There's another 50 countries that are coming on board with it this year, and Thailand has signed up for the preliminary stage, I think, called the OECD's Tax Forum. Now, what that means is Thailand is almost certainly going to adopt full CRS, Common Reporting Standards. And as most people in the room were sort of scratching their heads, what does that mean? What it means is, if you're tax resident in one country that's adopted CRS, but you have any kind of financial account, so a bank account, brokerage account, investment account, a trust, any kind of financial account in another jurisdiction, well, that jurisdiction has to report to the residence jurisdiction, in this case Thailand, all the details of that financial account. They have to explain what the balance was, the opening balance at the start of the year, the closing balance at the end of the year, any financial activity, so the amount of withdrawals, the amount of deposits or payments into the account during that year. All of that information will automatically get sent to, in this case, the Thai Revenue Department. Now, we just think that people need to be aware of this because a lot of people think, well, I've got nothing to hide, I'm okay. That may be true, but you really need to make sure that your affairs are 100% in order, and not only that you can document them, that you can really show everything that happened. You can explain it, you can verify it, you can prove it, because otherwise people could be in for some nasty shocks. One thing that we found, because we do quite a lot of business in Singapore, is that in Singapore, which adopted CRS 1st of January this year, people were going, oh, well, I'll deal with it when it gets around to 2017. In that case, they were too late because any accounts they had open, any trust that they had on 1st of January this year, they're now automatically going to get reported to other CRS jurisdictions. And so the one thing about it is, it sounds scary, but as long as you plan for it, as long as you deal with it, as long as you look at it ahead of time, it is something that can be managed. If you don't, then there could be some nasty surprises, Brendan.
Paul, it's sounding nasty already. I'll be honest, I'm one of those people who are a little apathetic towards their finances.
Most people are.
I'm also one of those people that should be talking to someone like you, your team at MBMG, to learn a bit more about
Happy
this.
to help, delighted to help.
I'll be in to see you tomorrow morning.
Fantastic, thank you so much.
Thanks, Paul.